This is Nancy Danino. We're here at the Toronto Post Super Show in Toronto. And of course, look who I am honored to have run into, Tosca Reno at the Oxygen Muscle Mag booth. And of course, she is here with the numerous books, award-winning author of the Eat Clean Diet. Tosca, how are you?
I'm doing all right, Nancy. Thank you. And you look great too. Good recovery after the Arnold.
Yes, it was a long run, but I have to say, aside from myself, you are such an inspiration to so many of us. And I mean, the books alone speak for themselves. You are charged with the responsibility of sending a message to a wide mass of people. So what is that message that you're trying to instill in people?
Well, it's much like what's happening here at the Toronto Super Pro Show, is taking care of yourself, but predominantly eating clean. You and I know from stage, you can get a physique, but the best way to get it is the combination of training, particularly nutrition. So I'm really passionate about teaching North Americans how to eat right by eating clean. And you got to do that 6 times a day, 352 days a year, 2,190 meals. So you better come to the experts.
So you have a variety of different books. Is it something for just beginners, advanced, or is there different levels?
You know, eating clean is a pretty rigorous kind of way of eating, but it's a lifestyle way of eating. So once you learn how to do it, it's a piece of cake. The weight stays off. I was once 204 pounds. I kept the weight off for 13 years. Yeah.
You'd never know she was 200.
I know, big ones, right? So we have vegetarian, we have the top selling Eat Clean Diet Recharged, we have just the rules, you can stick it in your purse, super easy to carry around with you. I have training books, I mean, I've written 15 books, it's going to take a while for me to go.
Only 15?
And one is a New York Times bestseller, baby.
You go, girl. You go, girl. Well, you know what? We're so happy that you can be here to share this wonderful weekend. And if you are around here, ladies and gentlemen, come out to the Toronto Pro Show and visit Tosca. Will you be here all weekend?
I'll be here all weekend. I'll be talking tomorrow at noon and again on Sunday at noon. So please come out and see me Saturday, Sunday. Keep up with our tweets, our Twitter, our blogs. See me at Eat Clean Diet or Tosca Reno. Keep it tight.
And you know what? If you're at home and you're saying, living off those excuses about I can't because I had children and this and that, she's a prime example right here.
4 kids, turned 53 last week, sorry, no excuses. Okay, so the memories.
And that's all. That's all she has to say. You go, girl. Thank you very much. We're here. This is Nancy Danino at the Toronto Pro Super Show. This is Nancy Danino. We're here at the Toronto Pro Super Show. We have stopped by the Oxygen and Muscle Mag booth, as you can see from the various covers here on the table. And we have the assistant editor, Miss Kirstyn, right here in the house. How are you?
I'm great. I'm loving this show so much. This is my first year working here at the show, and I'm just having such a great time. I don't want to leave. I just judged the Oxygen Model Search, and I was just so inspired, and especially by our winner. So look out for her, because she's going to be the next big thing.
Wow. Tell us what it's like. You must get 100 emails a day about how can I get into the magazine? What does it take to be an Oxygen model?
Well, a good way to start is to apply to the Future of Fitness section, which is a section that I sort of monitor, and I pick the girls when they apply. So you go to oxygenmag.com/futurefitness, and you download a questionnaire, you fill it out, you send in your photos. Ladies, I can't stress this enough. Hi.
101.
Future Fitness, getting into magazine, 101, high-res photos, fitness appropriate, smile, and that's the first thing I look for. So make sure that you connect with the camera and that you're dressed appropriately and that they're high-res, because if they're too small, I just keep moving. So that's the best advice I can give you. Apply to Future Fitness, send it to us, and make sure your photos are awesome.
Well, that is definitely great advice that I know that everybody here, most fitness enthusiasts, want to know. So thank you very much for coming to the Toronto Pro Show. This is Nancy Danino at the Toronto Pro Super Show. We are here at the Oxygen Muscle Mag booth with senior editor Stacy Kennedy in the house. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I mean, I remember getting into this industry and picking up Oxygen for the very first time and thinking, oh my God, this is what I want to look like. So I guess, we're scanning over the counter. We've got the current issue, and everybody wants to be Chatty or Jamie Eason. What type of look are you looking for when it comes to getting into Oxygen magazine?
You know what? Besides obviously being in shape, an Oxygen girl, an Oxygen cover model has to be friendly. They have to be relatable. They have to be down to earth, because we want our readers to look at the cover and say, that's me. I can look like her. I can relate to her. So that's what we aim for with every cover of Oxygen.
Well, it must be quite a blessing, the thousands of emails you get every day about the magazine and health and fitness tips that you get. And I hear that Oxygen was rated, as of today, one of the top 5 fitness magazines worldwide. So congratulations. And what are we looking in store now? We've got any tips for the summer and what we can look for? Who's going to be on the next cover? Can we get any juice?
Our next cover is actually Olympian Lolo Jones, who's competing in the London Olympics this year. She's a hurdler competing in the 100-meter hurdle and going for gold. So she's our cover girl. We've got an interview with her inside. We've got a stretching routine with her inside, and it's inspirational. And that's what we want with our covers as well, is we want models that inspire readers and motivate them to be better.
Well, that sounds wonderful. That's just a prime example of the lifestyle and the diversity of fitness that you have, having athletes from different sports. And this is not just about fitness or bodybuilding or figure, but track and field or swimmers or whatever have you. So you at home can be on and in this magazine if you can do it too. So make sure you come out to the Toronto Pro Super Show or visit oxygenmag.com online. Thank you very much. This is Nancy Danino at the Toronto Pro Super Show.